Hi YouTube, it's done. Had many funs and games with this. I'm going to run you through exactly what I've done, don't you worry. I know I've literally built the whole thing off camera, but I'm going to try and explain my way around everything as best as I possibly can. Now, we are pre-fire up, we are ready to fire up. Whether it actually happens or not is another thing, but you'll be here to witness that with me right now. So all I've got to do is put the tank on, so I'm going to just shove that on and over quickly. It's been a fight along the way, I'm not going to lie. Where I had to remove this mount and only mark it up in the bike and take it to a friend's house and weld it all up, we were slightly out by a few mils, so I had to end up boring the hole a little bit to accept the bolt, which took an absolute age with a file and various other things that I come up with, but that's all done. A few differences I noticed is on one being here, you've got the reservoir bottle. Now on there is a bracket here on the 5EB which bolts to these two bolts, and on this aftermarket case I have some lugs here which the bottle didn't quite match, and because I'm not sure if it's the same on the standard case for the 5SL, but this one seems to be a lot thicker because the bolts are longer, which is maybe why these lugs are set back. Normally it bolts onto here. When I had the bracket bolted onto there and I offered the bottle up, it seemed to be too far out, so that's what I've come to a conclusion with that. There is no wiring issues as far as I'm aware. I mean, I haven't actually tried to fire it yet, so we shall find out. But I used the bottom, the 5EB sump, so obviously we had the oil level sensor. Apparently that's one of the plugs that are different. And with the generator or stator plug, whichever you want to call it, they say you need to change the plugs on that, and the plugs do fit together. I'm not sure if it's 100% right yet because I haven't tried it, but the plugs do fit together. But as you can see, the locking, it's got a locking tab on each one and they're just opposite each other, so it's not actually locking together, but it holds together quite well. Other than that, it's all sort of plug and play really. I had a bit of a nightmare with the engine and getting it in, say the final fit was probably about the 4th or 5th attempt, so it's not too bad. It's all bolted in, lovely. We are a little offset on these holes. I still need to find some bolts for these holes, the one on each side, but we've got this front mount in here and we've got the two rears. As you can see down there, we've got the welded mount. And that is it really. All the ignition turns on, so we are that close. It's got a lovely looking back end, all done nicely. Paint job isn't brilliant, but it's better than the first attempt. Chains all set up, everything's all appears to be well and good to go. So I'm going to put you on the tripod, we're going to fit the tank on this, and we're going to see how it goes. There isn't actually much fuel in this, so I might end up having to go and get some fuel a bit later, but then again it is rather late, so I'd imagine it might be a bit too late to fire it up. And what I'll do, I'm going to put the bolt through and prop it up. It should flow. I'm quite nervous. There's a lot of money and time and effort gone into this. So, we shall see. We shall see. Right, choke is on. It's in neutral. On the stand as well, so. Sticky key. Priming up. Try a little bit of magic break on there. the panels back on it. Kill it for now. I'm now going to put the panels back on it and complete it. And I've got to find some bolts for there. But other than that, we're done. So thanks very much for watching. Goodbye. I'll be happy to answer any questions, by the way. If you want to leave anything in the comments about anything about the conversion, anything that I may have missed, anything like that, just comment and I'll happily get back to you. So it's been fun, it's been emotional, and thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.